What the f***?
Whoa!
I was shooting you in the damn knee, man. What did you just pull that from?
Out of his...
Oh, there's a rat. Oh!
That's one thing I was waiting for.
I'm glad they kept that. I don't get any loot? Oh, come on, man. Somebody literally asked me yesterday if we would react to this. And they were like, oh, I'll put it in the requests.
They did, and here we are.
Can't remember if it was Doc or Tab. I think it's probably Tab, because I think Doc hasn't talked in text chat enough to level up to where he can do requests. He's like, yeah, I never talked in text chat.
Yeah, well, here we are, and hey, party people. Renegades here with another Seth Zintok reaction. Jesus. So yeah, I don't know anything about Rimworld or...
I bought it for Bone for his birthday one year.
Was he happy about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, other than the fact that he doesn't like when people buy him stuff, but...
Typical.
Yeah, he was telling me about it, and he was like, it's one of those games that you can play, like, forever, basically. It's... Like, apparently, including, like, with mods and stuff, it's like... You can put a stupid amount of time into it because there's just so many different things that you can do in different scenarios that can happen.
Really?
So I know a minimum amount about it, and I'm interested in watching this finally because I finally want to actually see what it's kind of like.
Watch this be like Space Station 13, and it's just like an infinite amount of dumb stuff you can do.
I think it kind of is.
Well, there you go.
Well, I think it might be more single player though.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure though. I know there's, like, if you start looking at the reviews on Steam, it's, like, overwhelmingly positive, and a lot of the people who have, like, thumbs up reviewed it have an absurd amount of hours in it.
Don't you love it?
Yeah.
Anyway, Rimworld. No idea what the hell this is about, but this deep space organ harvesting thing sounds familiar. Sounds a lot like that one other game. What was it? It was on Seth's channel.
I'm trying to remember.
Let's see. I remember it was
I
one.
titled something similarly once before.
Star Sector, or is that it? No.
It was one that we watched before.
Yeah. Maybe it was one of these. Hold on. Maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. Damn, Brain, why are you doing this?
It's either that or it was like one of the other guys, like Max or somebody, had done a video with like harvesting organs to put on the black market or something like that in the game.
Hold on. There it is.
Oh, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
Yes, Universal Donor. Okay. So yeah, that's, yeah, so it was Seth. Damn. My brain just broke there for a minute. Literally just like you could see like the cogs turning and then just just like all the heat escaped from my head and I'm like
Welcome to what my brain does every day.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it won't happen at a greater frequency. Although I think the concussions I may or may not have gotten playing football may have something to say about that. Anyway, shall we?
They just gave me a really lazy hamster for the wheel in my brain. Just taking a nap half the time.
I think someone shot my hamster and now it's very slowly limping to death. Anyway, so Rimworld review, deep space organ harvesting. Seth, what do you got to say?
Hey people, Seth here.
Hi Seth.
I'll be reviewing Rimworld because it hit 1.0 recently and it's pretty fucking great. It's made by a few people in Montreal, China, including this guy who wants you to buy his book. Rimworld is a sci-fi colony simulation game, which includes but is not limited to forceful organ harvesting, cannibalism, catching carcinomas from breathing in toxic fallout, and cargo pods falling from the sky directly on your favorite animal. Rimworld's got it all. It's very similar in the vein of Dwarf Fortress. You generate a planet you choose some appropriate colonists, which could either be useful members of society possessing skills that will improve your chances of survival, or
It would take everything in my power to not make every single one of the people look like Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation. It'd take everything in my power. That way I could just hear snarkiness all over the place. Like, oh, you want to make me do this, do you? Well, okay, I'm being forced to because, I'm a pre-rendered character in this game, but I'm not going to like it.
mentally challenged apes who can't actually contribute anything meaningful to your colony besides being a walking, breathing, shitting sack of human meat. And then once you've chosen them, you crash land on a location of your choice. The location of your choice could be a reasonable one, like a forest with appropriate vegetation and close proximity to friendly colonies, or you could land in the middle of Malaria Town. Or maybe you'd like to spice things up and crash in a sub-zero ice sheet or a scorching hot desert with no resources. Why would you ever possibly do that? Because it's fun. Your ultimate goal is to get yourself a working ship and get the fuck off this planet.
How old
but
is this
surviving
video?
that long.
Couple of years, I think. 4 years.
Okay, I was gonna say
And managing
he sounds a lot different in this one than his most recent ones we've watched.
the combined autism of multiple colonists who think beating the shit out of each other just prior to a pirate raid is a good idea will make that exceedingly difficult. When starting a new game, Rimworld asks you to choose from a selection of 3 different AI storytellers. These influence the event and the frequency at which they occur as part of your colony's story. In no particular order, they are Cassandra Classic, who will progressively increase the challenge your colony experiences by sending a pack of alpha beavers to eat all your trees 5 times in a row. There's also Phoebe Chillax, who suffers from bipolar disorder. She does absolutely nothing for several months,
Okay, I love the fact that he's literally named his characters after the Wu-Tang Clan. Raekwon, Method, yeah. It's
Wu-Tang Dan.
yeah, Ghostface. I was gonna say, where's ODB? Where's you God? I saw Jizza earlier. RZA, Jizza, Method Man, You God, Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, Old Dirty Bastard. Yeah, God, dude. Woo, dang, sorry.
Game is broken,
Actually,
then
it's this one.
she'll
Woo,
send
dang.
2 hordes of pirates with sappers who will dig for your defenses while all of your colonists simultaneously catch intestinal parasites from not wearing appropriate protection when eating ass. And then there's Randy Random. Randy doesn't hide the fact that he's out for your blood and doesn't actually give a shit what happens to your colony. Events will happen, good or bad, but they'll happen consistently. Randy has previously sent raids, crashed mechanoid ships containing toxic waste, and started a volcanic winter, all in the span of a single afternoon. But he made up for it shortly after by instantly domesticating every squirrel on the map to join my colony and eat my potatoes. Objectively, Randy is the best storyteller. He follows no set patterns and keeps you guessing and adapting your strategy. Whereas Phoebe lulls you into a false sense of security, and Cassandra can go fuck herself. The game is quite innovative, but each colonist has their own background, traits, and personality. This sounds good in theory. If you've worked in a special needs school before and have experience of tard wrangling, you'll find yourself
Wow.
I raised my hand. Because I actually have.
That's a hell of a way to phrase that.
And then in terms of the wrangling method that he's talking about, I had to do that too, where I was the biggest dude in there. I had to tackle one. Because, dude, he was trying to there, man.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, kind of got fired for that too, because technically you're not allowed to do, but what was I supposed to do?
right at home.
What?
Just to make sure you get it.
Colonists can have traits ranging anywhere from being kind, hardworking, and having exceptional immunity to being neurotic, depressive, and being a hideously deformed mouth breather. Their backgrounds often mesh together with their traits and create an exceptionally volatile,
Alzheimer's, minor. It's a bit of Alzheimer's. You know, she's not going to forget how to breathe, but she will forget her name occasionally.
Human being.
If I ever have to get Alzheimer's, I hope it's just minor.
I do too.
That would suck.
Diverse and colorful, and consist of both a childhood and an adulthood that forms the core of their character. There's probably so many fucking backgrounds that I've never even seen them all. You can have research scientists, medieval slaves, Japanese pop idols, PUBG players, and vat-grown sex slaves all living in the same colony. Or
Jesus.
you can get a special snowflake who, due to their pampered childhood and traumatic adulthood, can do no useful work and sexually identifies as limestone. I recommend stripping these people nude, handing them some dog food, and sending them out to the wilderness. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Oh shit. She got captured by pirates. Don't worry. Help is on the way. Characters interact with each other. They may even love and hate the shit out of each other. An efficient colony needs a variety of skills and people to survive.
Wow, dude.
As every person shines in different tasks and develops them at different rates according to how much they enjoy it. A digger seasoned in mining will feel right at home chipping away iron and exposing my colony to insect infestations, while the sickly 15-year-old boy I bought from a slave trader may not be the optimal person for crafting leather jackets, owing to the fact that I've replaced both his legs and hands with wooden stumps. And you can do that.
What the fuck? Hey, Stumpy, make me a leather jacket. It's
How am I supposed to hold the needle, sir?
I don't care. Make the fucking jacket. It's like, all of a sudden you come back, it's like, this leather jacket sucks. I have no fingers. I have only stumps.
Every body part can be replaced with prosthetic and bionic parts, because people tend to lose them.
Shoot the
through a
rhino.
stray bullet
Kill
or
the
getting
rhino.
picked out by an ostrich. Accidents happen. Rimworld has a fully functional body part and organ system for every living creature in the game. Parts can get damaged, scarred, burned, infected, and chopped right off. And that's about the gist of it for colonists. For the colony itself, you need to adapt to different environmental and physical threats as you slowly grow and expand. In between threats, you can even research new and additional technology.
Yeah, see, like, this is the kind of game that I was, like, hearing people talk about, and I'm like, just hearing people talk about it, it sounds really cool, but looking at it, I'm like, like, my brain is just shutting down, like, trying to process everything that's going on. Like, it's one of those games that's just got too much going on for my tiny brain to keep up with.
Man, it just means that you don't have weaponizable autism.
I definitely do not.
Access to equipment, resources, and structures that increase your self-sufficiency. You can also open up the world map and send caravans to trade with friendly colonies, take missions, and improve diplomatic relations. You can even start additional colonies, get ambushed by flesh-eating turtles, build pod launchers, and fire a dozen super soldiers dressed in power armor straight into a colony and commit genocide. Rimworld 1.0 really has it all. Aside from handling food, energy, appropriate accommodations, and clothing, defense is probably your most important priority. No matter how well your colony is doing, an unexpected attack can devastate your entire base. Luckily, the AI is pretty predictable, and even the smarter AI patterns can be learned and manipulated. This leads to people constructing increasingly elaborate and sadistic kill boxes, labyrinthine trap mazes, Romanian corpse freezers, engineered cave-ins, and walk-in Holocaust ovens. Temperature dynamics.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus! I had a bad Ninopolis who plays Minecraft with us. He made the joke about we built the wall around Rick's house. You know, it's just like Mummy, there's a Puerto Rican on the other side of the wall. And I was just like, all right. It's like, Mummy, there's a Dutchman outside the oven. And I know it wasn't the Dutch, it was the Germans, but I just figured I'd make the joke.
In this game. So one of my favorite defensive strategies is to bait raiders into entering my base through a narrow, creeping tunnel of granite. As they manage to slowly crawl halfway through the tunnel, I quickly go all Edgar Allan Poe on them and seal the entrance.
Hey, looky there.
There's Ghostface.
I saw. Yeah, they showed all of them earlier. There's ODB, old dirty bastard.
I tell
R.I.P.
Old dirty bastard, we're alive today. He would kill you all in a hip hop rage. Sorry.
He probably would.
Self-indulgence.
He probably would. ODB was about that life.
It's a whole mindless self-indulgent song about how new rap is just sissy shit, and like the old rappers, if they were still alive, would kill half of the people in a hip hop rage.
In a lot of ways, yes.
Using some conveniently placed furniture, we seal the door shut, and that's when they make the realization the walls are covered in scratches. The tunnel several hundred degrees Celsius, clothing ignites, flesh fries, and skin melts off the bone. Each man will dig and claw at the walls in futile desperation, tearing their nails out while their organs boil. And then Randy will drop a cargo pod containing milk. The best trait, of course, is psychopath. That's a bit of a segue, but I felt that I should talk about my current colony. I exclusively recruit psychopaths because they practice what I call moral relativism, and I practice what some would call an organ harvesting operation, which personally I find to be a very offensive and bigoted term to describe non-consensual organ arbitrage. Why do I do it? Because it's very profitable.
Word it however you want, dude. It's fucked up.
3 healthy organs before they need to rest. One of his kidneys, one of his lungs, and a free choice between his liver or heart. My colony makes every attempt to grow smoothly and weed out undesirables who can't adapt to corporate culture. This one didn't dodge so well. At least he'll make a good sofa. It's amazing how quick.
God dang, dude! Wow! Oh!
This game turns you into a monster. Surprisingly, though, every faction loves me. Besides the Raiders, even on the front.
Well, fuck the Raiders, dude.
Yeah.
They're literally Raiders.
It's a shitty football team. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh!
I actually don't know jack shit about the teams.
Nick,
Please don't kill me, Raiders fans.
Nick, you're not wrong.
Years of civilization, you can't escape the unwashed horde of human rights activism. The soundtrack is pretty alright, but Tanan keeps asking me to buy it separately, together with his book. The graphics are pretty clean and simple, and have a certain charm to how minimalistic they are. It's very utilitarian in its appearance, but still very pleasant. To close off, Rimworld is very expansive with its content right now, and can easily consume hours and days of your life. It's very addictive.
Yeah, this is just a 1.0, by the way. They've had time to do a lot more with it since.
It's 4 years ago, man.
Yeah.
What version are they on now?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's been updated once or twice since then.
Yeah.
I simultaneously give my highest recommendation and a word of caution, since I genuinely believe my blood pressure and cortisol levels sharply rise when playing this game. It's fucking great. And there's always mods to fix all the broken shit. Go play it. Enjoy it. Get 2 psychic ships crashing in the middle of your base and never touch that retarded shit ever again. Oh, at least Randy sent me more milk. A warm thank you to the many members of the Merchants Guild, which have been generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Well, gotta say, that's pretty ballin', dude. In terms of just how crazy, like, diverse that game is in terms of all the shit that you can do. Wow. Also,
he's had a long patron list for a while, hasn't
he? Yeah. Oh, it keeps going for a long time. Look at that shit.
Yep.
Damn. Wish we had a patron list that long. I'm joking. All of our patrons, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. So anyway, yeah. That was,
we just don't commit enough war crimes and video games and put on our channel to
well, we're not
have quite that following.
We are not as skilled of an editor as Seth Zintok. Forgive us, Internet. We know not what we do. Also, thinking about doing another thing where I ask for, well, okay, we've hired another editor to help us out on here. His name is Lance. He's super nice, and he's married with a kid and everything. And also, he is super just like dedicated to his work and everything. And that's the thing. You know what the crazy thing is about this guy? I don't even think I've like heard his voice. Whereas all the other editors that we employ, I've heard, seen, talked to. He wants to come over here and he wants to like actually like meet up with us and talk with us because he's a local guy. But yeah, and yeah, I want to be able to help Lance and keep everything rolling smoothly. And some of you have noticed. I've seen y'all commenting, just being like, "Damn, Lance, awesome edit," especially on that r/notmyjob MK video. I mean, literally like, half the comments. I love the editing job, Lance. Let's see. Hey, let's see. Top tier editor. Also, this is one of the dumbest comments I've ever seen in my entire life. Does he know? Okay. Not to call anyone out, but look at this. I hate to say it, but anyway, sorry. I
don't know enough about the situation to comment one way or
no. I'll tell you all about it. Anyway, so yeah, this was Seth Zintalk's Rimworld review. Deep Space Organ Harvesting. If you want to see more from Seth, feel free to click his name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, feel free to click that subscribe button, ring that bell. Until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Peace.